What is up, guys? Crisis here. Just to get the gameplay out of the way fast, I go, I think, 39-6-ish, with a really nice streak at the end. Anyway, I'm doing a quick, maybe quick, I don't know yet, commentary about doing you, and because that's something that's very important to me. A couple words I live by, actually. And mainly, doing you, be yourself. Don't be influenced by others, and don't copy others. That's not to say if someone is doing something you want to do, you shouldn't practice it and try to get better at it. If it's something that you think, yo, this guy over here is skateboarding and it looks super cool, I want to be able to do that, then, yeah, you practice it and you do it. But if you look over and see somebody skateboarding and he has a bunch of friends, you don't just go, oh, yo, he has friends from doing that, I'm going to go do the same thing so I can have friends too. Like, that's totally that's not doing you anymore. That's doing somebody else. And that's not what you want. You want to do you. No one else matters. You matter. Do you. Do yourself. That's pretty much what I'm getting at. And I'm going to give some examples of it from my own life. Because it's something I do. Something I live by, as I said. When I was in school, there's all sorts of clothing brands that everybody's wearing. And everybody's like, oh, everybody wears certain things, and I was just totally different. I was just like, no, I'm doing me. I'm gonna wear whatever clothes I want. I don't really care what people say about me. I don't really care what people think about me, and I don't really care if people like me, because I'm doing me. I'm comfortable wearing the clothes I want to wear. I'm comfortable doing the things I do. I'm comfortable acting the way I act, and I really couldn't care less what anybody else's opinion of me is. So, I'm just doing me. And even now, with these commentaries, with everything in my life, from school to work to everything, I'm just doing me. And there's actually a quote that I want to say here, because it's a quote I'll always remember, and I always have remembered since the first time I heard it. And this is going to be probably hated, but it was said by Lil Wayne, who I actually really like Wayne, from not like his musical level, but for what he stands for. And anyways, his quote was, "I'm gonna do the things that make me who I am, and you guys out there listening, you go do the things that make you you." And that's a quote that I think every single person needs to think of and needs to relate to, because he's over there doing his thing. He's over there making music. He's over there, he does skateboarding or whatever, and all of his sports and all that he likes to do. And everybody else needs to do the things they like to do. Don't just copy him. Don't just do it because he's doing it. Do it because you want to do it. So when you think about it, think about what makes you you. What do you enjoy doing? Do you enjoy playing sports? Then go do it. Do you enjoy sitting in front of a computer and playing video games? Do it. Do the things that make you who you are. Don't try to change that to be more like someone else. Don't try to change that to be more like, even if it's someone you idolize. You don't want to just copy someone. You want to be yourself. Be confident in who you are, and just go out there, be you, do you. Now, I'm not by any means saying you shouldn't do things that other people, obviously everybody is doing things other people have done. Obviously, you're not the first person to do anything, and you certainly won't be the last. But you need to do it because you want to do it. You need to do it because it's something you enjoy doing, and not worrying about what other people think. Who cares? Who really cares if somebody else at the end of the day doesn't like what you do? Does it really bother you? Should it really bother you? I don't know if it does, but I know it certainly shouldn't. Personally, nothing really affects me as far as what other people think. And if I lived my life always consciously thinking about what others think, then I really wouldn't be living my life all that well. Because every waking moment I'd be worried about what other people feel about me. And at the end of the day, it truly doesn't make any difference. So here's another perfect example of what I'm talking about. When I was at school a lot, I graduated a couple years ago, so I haven't actually been in school now for a couple of years. But when I was in school, I used to play a lot of sports. Actually, that's a lie. I used to play baseball. Yeah, pretty much. And I was playing it because because my parents wanted me to. My dad really liked baseball, and I knew it was something he cared about. And I mean, I enjoyed myself, but it really wasn't my thing. As far as, like, I like sports, I still do. I love sports. Not a big fan of playing them. I'm just too lazy for that, and I'm not really in good shape. I'm very slow, and I have less muscle than anybody else I know. So when it came to playing sports, that was a bad idea. But I did it. To me, you know, from my family wanted me to, and my friends were all playing, so I was like, okay, I'll play with them. But then, the longer it went on, the more I was thinking about it. I was like, why? Why am I doing this? I don't really enjoy this. This isn't me. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for other people. And so eventually it got to the point where I was like, no, you know, I think I'm done. As much as I like baseball, I'll just watch it on TV. Just like I do with football and basketball and golf and tennis and every other sport I watch. I watch them on TV because when I try to play them, it doesn't go too well. So I stopped. And there was a point where my parents, I thought, were like disappointed because I stopped playing. And in a way I was kind of like, well, I really wish, you know, maybe I should have kept going with it. Maybe I should have kept playing. But then it was like, why? That's not who I am. I'm not a guy who goes out there and plays sports every day. I love sports. I'll always love sports. But it's just, I can't play them. I don't have any talent at all. So it seemed foolish for me to go out there and trying to play sports when I wasn't any good at them. And so eventually I stopped, and I was like, okay, I'm done with this. And I'm glad I did, because it made sense. That, you know, it didn't really make me happy. The part I enjoyed of it was the social aspect and being with friends, which I could do that without wasting my time playing this sport. So I was just happier doing things that made me happy instead of doing things to make other people happy. So I was just wanting to do me, do myself, and just go with it. And really, that's the whole moral of this entire commentary, which you probably picked up in the first 10 to 20 seconds. Just doing you. Don't worry about anybody else's opinion. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks. Do you. Be confident in yourself, because confidence is key. If you're confident in yourself, you won't care what you look like. Well, okay, you should care what you look like to some extent, but you don't have to blend in with everybody else. You don't need to just conform to the norm. That totally... Is that what I wanted to say? Oh, yeah, sure. It made sense and it rhymed, so what more do you want? Anyways, that's pretty much wrapping this up. I just wanted to do something quick about doing you, because it's 2 words I live by. It's the only thing that matters to me. Trying not to copy other people. And no matter what I do in life, I know I'm going to be doing me, and no one else matters. Well, other people matter, but... Okay, that didn't sound good. Other people matter. Don't get me wrong. You should totally care about other people, but you should not care about their opinions of you. That's what I was trying to say. So, anyways, with that, I'm out, guys. Peace. And I'll talk to you later.